Okay, Arcsys, after our Revo, they was like,
no sir, not me.
oh, they really was like this with BBTAG. All seriousness, BBTAG in terms of updates might be dead.
Alright, who's next?
Let's see who's stronger.
Before we go stupid and discuss, it's been over 448 days since the first reveal trailer for Blazblue Cross Tag Battle 2.0. I was there, live, early in the AM at EVO 2019, going crazy about the next update, and finally seeing Neapolitan finally being confirmed for Blazblue Cross Tag Battle. Since November 21st, 2019, the day BBTAG 2.0 actually released, it's been 339 days without any updates for the game. The reason, alright, before I go any further, I've been playing the Genki Bunko Fighting Climax more than BBTAG recently. That's how dry BBTAG is right now for me, with no new content, alright? See, I was always a firm believer that the data mine was not happening for BBTAG. I was telling people long ago that the data mine was not going to even be a thing. That's a data mine, doesn't mean things are coming, right? Unless it was from like Steam DB. Personally, no, I never believed in the data mine for Blazblue Cross Tag Battle. That's why I barely even covered it or mentioned it in videos, because I always didn't believe that many characters was coming. The only way I could believe those characters were coming was if the game was doing extremely well. The game was doing good for Blazblue standards, probably even better than Blazblue Central Fiction in terms of sales and at one point player base, but no. That's not the case to where it gets more DLC in another season down the road. But seriously, the reason why many fans of BBTAG was holding on for so long, because after Revo 2020 Japan, people were thinking they were holding off an announcement. Then we all went 2020 and then during the pandemic, and we was like, okay, it might have caused some delays for the whole, it did actually cause delays for like almost every part, every piece of the whole gaming industry. It was heavy speculation that, alright, EVO 2020 would have been the time, but then you know what actually happened to EVO this year. But then I thought about it, but I never said anything. The game last update was 2.0, but every fighting game that pretty much has a player base got something also confirmed. Also, what nobody really thought about is even though Granblue Fantasy Versus is the latest Arcsystemworks game dropped, they were pumping out DLC regularly, and they just started the season 2 recently, and we got another character called UL coming out this December. I know many fans feel super hurt by this. I am one of them. I'm niggas, because Granblue Fantasy Versus and BBTAG were literally a part of the Arcsys World Tour. It kind of feels like BBTAG was just there, you get what I'm saying? It's just to fill the void for Guilty Gear Strive, and to be honest with you, Guilty Gear Strive was supposed to come out at the end of 2020, but it got delayed until April 2021. Look, now regardless of how you feel about Blazblue Cross Tag Battle, there are people who honestly fell in love with the game, and many people who just got into fighting games because of Blazblue Cross Tag Battle. RWBY is a popular VTuber right now that started playing fighting games and he picked up BBTAG. He generally enjoys Blazblue Cross Tag Battle and he's in love with it, and that's just one of the few people I can name off the top of my head that's popular right now who are just getting into fighting games because of Blazblue Cross Tag Battle. Now, I'm about to drop the biggest hot take, but this is also an issue I feel like that a lot of other fighting game communities have that are more niche and more divisive every time they try to make a new game. Right? And this has been on my mind for the back of the for like 2 years on the back of my mind. For people who go, I want BBTAG to die, give me my BBCF sequel. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all really think Arcsystemworks is going to do this when Dragon Ball FighterZ, BBTAG, Granblue Fantasy Versus, and potentially Strive can be argued that they are more simplistic than Blazblue Central Fiction, but putting out more sales? Like, ever since Dragon Ball FighterZ came out, Arcsystemworks are kind of seeing like, hey, people like this style of gameplay. Again, a lot of people don't want to admit with that game that it is Dragon Ball on the cover, and that's one of the biggest grossing media outlets on the world. No attack to Dragon Ball or anything of that nature, but again, I honestly do not see them making a complex game on the level of BlazBlue, Central Fiction or a Guilty Gear Xrd ever again. Also, Mori confirmed earlier this year, it was in an interview by Gear Nuke, that he might want to make a transition from traditional 2D fighting games to 2.5D like Dragon Ball FighterZ and Guilty Gear Xrd and Strive. But honestly, with the raw Arcsystemworks has been going recently, I don't think Arcsys will unfortunately ever go back to the Blazblue Central Fiction like gameplay, unless under certain circumstances. I think if anything, Arcsystemworks is more likely to add rollback to older games than make newer versions like the old ones nowadays. I already came to terms like that long ago. Like, Dragon Ball FighterZ was like the beginning of it. Once Dragon Ball FighterZ and the success came out, a lot of games are trying to make fun, enticing games where they're not too hard to do things from the jump. So, what is going to happen with Blazblue Cross Tag Battle? Is Blazblue Cross Tag Battle eventually dead? I'm going to be honest with you. For in terms of updates, I feel like it's the end. However, I have a little hunch on my back that the way forward game, a 50% chance that it might be a fighting game. I don't know what type of fighting game it's going to be, but it still doesn't make sense to me why Mori is working with Way Forward when they make, Way Forward generally makes side scrollers, beat 'em ups like Scott Pilgrim and Streets of Rage. Why is Mori there? And unless it still doesn't make sense for Way Forward to be like, hey Mori, we need your input here. That'd be nice. I mean, Mori, to be honest with you, he is the best one that ever handled using RWBY in video games, But other than that, like, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense why he's there and Way Forward could be doing their own thing and just use RWBY. You get what I'm saying? I have a little hunch, bro, that might be the fighting game coming out next year. And next year's fighting game is going to be something related to RWBY and something with Guilty Gear Strive. And then you got the updates to Dragon Ball FighterZ and Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Who knows? We don't know. It's PS5 season. We're finally going into the next generation of consoles. So tell me how you guys feel about the content, the lack of content for Blazblue Cross Tag Battle. Do you still want a BBTAG 3.0? I know it's really tragic out here that we don't have any information about BBTAG for like over a year plus now. That's kind of cap. I'm like really upset about it. This video was really hard to record for like the past 2 days because it's a very sad, depressing video. But who knows? They might just be waiting until they have an actual indoor event to give us something for BBTAG. One last character. Because I feel like they're missing. You can't end this game off with not giving the people a crow. Like, you just can't do that. That's not cool, bro. I don't know. But it's whatever. It depends. And what's even make it worse about Blazblue Cross Tag Battle, that you got pro players quitting the game. People that generally advocated the game at the highest level. That dedicated more time than me, even on the casual level, right? And that sucks. Like, Omniscypher left, Base left, everybody's like dropping BBTAG. There's no other updates. And I warned everybody that there probably won't be any more updates potentially in this pandemic era. If anything, I would say like, all right, give it a whole another Revo Japan. That's probably 2021 of February. But then again, I'm kind of being somewhat optimistic and pessimistic at the same time. I want to say this to everybody before we go on. Thank you guys for supporting Avataryaya, me, all the people that's been on this channel with the Blazblue Cross Tag Battle content. I'm still going to do content for BBTAG regardless if there's lack of BBTAG. I'll probably still do more character concepts, enter a couple tournaments here and there for videos. But right now, the game is kind of dwindling off super fast. But that being said, it's your boy Avataryaya. Follow me on Twitter at avataryayaTV. And remember, you guys are golden, and that is raw. Squalla, peace, and I'm out.
We finally in the hotel room, bro.
In the hotel in here, gangbang.
折れた淡い翼君は少し青すぎる空に疲れただけさもう誰かのためじゃなくて
Let's give him a little taste of the good shit!
I've been the devil, I need me an arc in the heart of my breathing, I feel like Tanjiro. Walking this bitch with a zapato, I'll let you rock it, I keep me a domino. Bitch on my dick, man, I feel like Kazaki. Stretching that pussy out like it's Pilates. I'm snatching the soul like right out of a body. Fire, I'm spitting, I'm feeling like Dobby. White bitch, blonde hair, looking like Lucy. She from Kyoshi, I paint her face Suki. I'm a gorilla, you looking like Rookie. I'ma get paper, I ain't talking nicely. Live in the garden, I feel like Gato. I hit them with fire, they calling me Sabo. High as fuck, I'm off the kush with crazy. You with headshots, you getting lazy.
オタク&フォローをお届けしております。